You've heard Billie Eilish's song about it, but what actually happened at Ragnar's last stand? In 865 AD, a Viking army led by the legendary Ragnar Last went to England to do some pillaging, but they weren't prepared for what they found there. The Anglo-Saxons had built a massive defensive structure called the Burh, a town of the future with high walls, a deep moat and an even deeper ditch, and to top it all off, a wooden tower in the middle of the moat that just made it look cooler. But this wasn't the first time that Ragnar had come across a fortified town, because in the previous episode we already saw how he and his men stormed a similar structure called the Danish Ditch. But this time things are going to be different, because as soon as Ragnar and his men got there, they were attacked by a group of elite Saxon warriors known as the Housecarls. They fought so fiercely that the Vikings had to retreat back to their ships. Now normally when a Viking ship came into port, the local townspeople would either surrender their valuables or be taken back to Scandinavia as slaves. But this time, because of the massive casualties that they suffered, the Vikings decided to do something different. They sent out a letter inviting the king of Northumbria to come out and parley with them. Promising him safe passage back to his kingdom, he agreed to meet with them. But really what they wanted was to capture him, so they could hold him for ransom. However, the king didn't take the bait and instead sent out his best warrior, a guy named Ethelstan, half-brother of the king and leader of the Housecarls, to go and meet with them instead. But while he was sailing over, the Vikings got bored and decided to attack anyway, killing the Northumbrian nobles and taking the king's brother back to Scandinavia as a slave. Ethelstan was furious, but he wasn't about to let these overgrown sea rats get away with this. So with the help of the other local lords, he raised a massive army and marched over to the coast to teach them a lesson they wouldn't forget, to be continued.